So Jason is the creator and leader of something called For the Sake of All, which is a very large-scale project in our region that brings together data about health and education and other outcomes.
It's not just about researching health disparities and health equity, but it's really about getting out into the community and talking to people that live these experiences every day of their life.
And the report frames the argument in a way that makes it a compelling reason why it's important to everyone, no matter where you lived in the region. It's important to all of us because it impacts all of us economically. And as such, we should all care about this issue.
What's going on with our region? What should we be doing? How should we be doing that? And they came up with several strategies that are still being worked on and finalized for implementation as well.
Yeah, his research has brought about some very interesting numbers, in terms of what's really happening on the ground. I mean, in black and white. I mean, you can't deny the numbers. But Jason has a way of taking that information and connecting the dots so that anyone, no matter where they are on the spectrum, right, can see how this data is impacting their lived experience, no matter where they are.
He works so passionately and so relentlessly on some of these issues, but he exudes this sense of calm, and he's just the best person to be around.
There's an easiness about him. He's a professor, he's an academician, but there's an easiness about what he does in working with people.
That's a great gift to have in order to make the connections for people who are living this day to day to the issues that impact them and how to bring about the change.
He's one of those people that is very soft-spoken, and yet he speaks very loudly when it comes to his passion, when it comes to him telling the story of what this data really means to the St. Louis area.
Part of why I'm passionate about this is that St. Louis is my home. So these outcomes aren't just academic abstractions. They're real people's lives, people that I know and care about, and a place where I've grown up. So these seem like intractable problems we're talking about, poverty and educational disparities and health disparities. But there are things that we can do. We can address these issues. There's both the challenge and the opportunity to get some stuff done in St. Louis. St. Louis is a community that is small enough and tight-knit enough that if we were really serious about committing to behaving differently, we could see some significant outcomes.
This is not just about the data and research. This is about engaging community members and having conversations and understanding what is going on the ground in the communities in the St. Louis area.
It provides opportunities for us to address those challenges. So I want everyone to know what's in this report, to read it, understand it, have it at their fingertips, and utilize it.
When we think of segregation, we think about black and white newsreel footage of the South, and it's all around us here in St. Louis. And that determines how resources get distributed. That determines the social networks that people live in. Those resources, those amenities are not extras, they're not add-ons. They're actually a matter of life and death. And we know that people have shorter lives because they don't have access to things like safe spaces, grocery stores, walkable neighborhoods, quality housing, quality education, access to employment. These are not ancillary. These are not extra. They're actually the stuff of life. And people are living shorter lives because they don't have access to them. We could more equitably distribute those resources. I'm hopeful for the future. I think there's a convergence of realization that the way we've been doing things isn't going to work. I think we have the opportunity to collaborate in new ways, to think in new ways, to try new things, as a community. And if we are serious about it, we can get some stuff done.